Welcome back to Breakfast, and we're just getting some breaking news now, some very sad breaking news that Jim Stynes, the AFL legend, and legend as a person, as everybody says, has passed away. We cross now to Ben Lewis for the details. Ben, how did word filter out?
Yeah, Doc, very sad news from Melbourne this morning. AFL legend and beloved Victorian Jim Stynes losing his 2.5-year battle with cancer this morning. His wife Sam has posted a message on her company's Facebook page. It reads as follows: Jim Stynes died on Tuesday the 20th of March at 8:20 a.m. Jim was pain-free, dignified and peaceful. Matisse and Tiernan, his children, were present. Not surprisingly, in his last week of life, Jim continued to defy the odds and lived his life to the fullest, attending the Melbourne Hawthorn football match, his son's 7th birthday celebration and a casual Friday night dinner at Topolino's in his much-loved suburb of St Kilda. In his final days, Jim was immersed with insurmountable love and tenderness, surrounded by his family and some close friends in the comfort of his own home. She goes on to thank all of his friends, both football and otherwise, for their support over the past few years. Jim Stynes was a remarkable Victorian. He was the original Irish experiment coming from Gaelic football in Ireland to give a go at Australia's own game, Aussie rules. He didn't just give it a go, he ended up being an absolute superstar, winning a Brownlow medal in the process. When he finished playing in Australia, he had big money offers to go back to Ireland or work in the media. He decided not to follow those paths and instead donated his time to charity, setting up the Reach Foundation, providing amazing support for troubled youth in Victoria. Then the club called on him again years later. The Demons were in huge financial trouble. He came back to act as president of the Melbourne Football Club. The club was $5 million in debt. He managed to slash that debt through his huge fundraising efforts in just a few years and set the Demons up for hopefully what's going to be a great future in the coming years with an exciting young squad. He was diagnosed with cancer in 2009. Over the past 3 years, he had more than 20 tumours removed, but continued to serve on the board for many years until he finally had to give it away just a few months ago. He leaves behind his wife Sam and his 2 young children.
Ben, constantly hearing just amazing things about him as a person. Did you ever get the chance to meet him?
We did at numerous press events throughout the time of his illness. He was very open with the media because he knew there was so much love out there for him. He wanted to keep people continuously updated, and we didn't just see him talking about his own condition. He'd go to club functions, he'd go to fundraisers. He was particularly involved with young Indigenous players. He wanted to make sure he could keep supporting those causes that he'd supported his entire life, even while he was facing such a tough personal battle.
Yeah, some very sad news.
It is very sad news, isn't it? Ben, thank you very much for that. Good report.